o'clock on the second page.
9 o'clock on the second page.
His last name is hyphenated.
Okay. I don't know why I've looked at that 3 times and I have it highlighted and missed it. Okay. This is case number SX 416-34491.
Este es el caso SX 416-34491.
The people versus Mr. Arnold, ARNOLD, Moreno Murillo, MORENO Murillo, MURILLO.
Este es el caso de las personas en contra Arnold, ARNOLD, Moreno Murillo, MORENO-MURILLO.
Mr. Moreno is scheduled for trial today.
Hoy es el día de juicio.
The charge is for improper license.
Y el cargo es que no tenías una licencia adecuada.
Mr. Moreno also has SX 416-34492.
Y también el señor Moreno tiene SX 416-34492.
And Mr. Moreno is scheduled today for a formal hearing for no proof of insurance.
Y también el señor Moreno está aquí para una audiencia formal porque no tiene aseguranza.
Those are the only 2 charges that Mr. Moreno has here today. And
Tiene el señor Moreno aquí hoy.
I will let the attorney now speak as to how we're going to proceed.
Y ahora el abogado va a hablar en cómo vamos a proceder.
Okay.
Your Honor, my client is going to waive his rights.
And
Mi cliente va a derechos
And accept the offer, Your Honor.
y aceptar la oferta, su señoría.
Yes, Judge.
I don't know what the offer is.
Yep. Pleading a 1 count of failure to display.
Va a declararse de un cargo de falla de mostrar
And the original counts would be dismissed, Your Honor.
y los cargos originales van a ser renunciados.
All right, Mr. Moreno Murillo, that means the count 1 for driving with an improper license or no valid license would be reduced to fail to display.
Entonces, señor Moreno, el cargo que estaba conduciendo con una licencia que era inadecuada o no era propia licencia, se va a reducir a un cargo que fallaste de mostrar una licencia válida.
That means the original charge of no driver's license would be amended and reduced to a charge that would suggest that you had a license, you just didn't have it to show to the officer at that time. The lowest license charge there is.
Entonces, el cargo original va a ser reducido a un cargo que hace ver que tenías licencia, pero no la tenías encima para mostrar al oficial de policía.
Okay.
So that charge would be reduced and the other charge of no insurance would be dismissed.
Y después, este cargo es reducido y el otro cargo de no tener aseguranza va a ser renunciado.
Do you know how you want to proceed? In other words, do you want to take advantage of this offer today? Or do you want to go to trial or formal hearing?
¿Cómo querés proceder? ¿Usted quiere disfrutar de esa oferta aquí hoy?
Pues no tengo licencia, pero pues sí quisiera, como le digo, ya salir de todo esto, pues ya no quiero estar en esto.
Yeah, I don't have a license, but yeah, I want to resolve this. I don't want to be in this problem.
Okay. Well, all right, sir. Then we will do that. I'm gonna ask you to raise your hand again because I'm gonna swear you, Mr. Moreno.
Levanta la mano derecha para ser jurado.
State your full name.
Diga su nombre completo.
Mi nombre es Arnold Arturo Moreno Murillo.
Do you swear?
My name is
I'm sorry.
Moreno Murillo. Sorry.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
¿Usted jura y afirma de decir toda la verdad?
Juro decir toda la verdad.
Yes, I swear to tell the truth.
You may lower your hand.
Baja la mano.
You understand, sir, that you can go to trial and challenge all of these matters. If you plead guilty, you give up that right. You understand that?
Usted sabe que puede ir a juicio para luchar estos cargos y si usted se declara culpable, renuncia a todos los derechos de tener un juicio. ¿Entiendes eso?
Sí,
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
¿Y usted se declara culpable porque si sos culpable?
soy culpable.
Yes, I'm guilty.
Okay. Madam Clerk,
Yes.
the date.
Oh, okay, I wasn't paying attention at all.
That's okay. You didn't have to tell me that. So.
Hey, you know, I believe in being honest. January the 20th, 2023, Grand River Avenue, Woodside.
All right. On January 20th, sir, of last year, 2022, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Señor, usted estaba conduciendo en la ciudad de Detroit en el 20 de enero 2022, el año pasado, sin licencia válida.
Este año, ¿no?
I think it was here.
2023.
I think it was 2023.
Oh, Madam Clerk, did you
I
say?
said 2023.
Okay, I apologize, my mistake. 2023, were you driving a license, a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit in January 23, 2023 without a valid license?
Disculpa, era mi error.
Okay.
Usted estaba en la ciudad de Detroit sin licencia válida en el enero 2023, este año.
Sí.
Yes.
Court will find you guilty of the amended charge of fail to display. And the other
Y te
matter
vamos a
was,
encontrar
I'm sorry, no.
culpable de demostrar y el otro asunto se va a renunciar.
Okay.
The other charge
Okay.
of no insurance will be dismissed.
El otro cargo de no tener aseguranza va a ser renunciado.
Your fine will be $225, sir.
Su multa va a ser $225, señor.
Okay, está bien.
Do you
Okay,
need time? Do you need time to pay that?
¿Usted necesita tiempo para pagarlo?
No, yo pienso ahorita lo voy a pagar. Más necesito ir al banco a poner dinero y cancelarlo ya todo.
No, I think I can pay it right away. I can go to the bank, get the money and pay for everything.
Okay, that's fine. Just don't pay it today, sir, because we have to put it in the computer, okay?
Está bien, señor, pero no se paga hoy. Tenés que esperar para que ponemos todo al día en el sistema de computadoras.
Okay.
Okay.
¿Y para cuándo tengo que esperar? ¿O tengo que hablar o qué tengo que hacer?
So what do I have to do? Do I have to call somebody?
No, this is, you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org.
Se puede pagar en línea en internet de 36districtocorte.org.
You can pay at one of the kiosks, that's kiosk, kiosk. It looks like an ATM machine. They're all over the city where you can pay your public utilities. They're called DivDat, D-I-V-D-A-T.
O si no, podés pagarlo en los kioscos que están en varios lugares de la ciudad. Se llaman DivDat, D-I-T-D-A-T.
Okay, okay, está bien.
And lastly, if you choose to, you could come into the courthouse during normal working hours, normal court hours, and pay at a cashier's window.
Y si usted prefiere, puede venir en persona a la corte durante los horarios de trabajo y se paga en el mostrador de la cajera.
Ok, ok, está bien.
Okay, do you?
¿Como para cuándo más o
Okay,
menos
that's
va a estar-
fine.
¿Para cuándo más o menos va a estar listo?
Disculpa, ¿qué?
¿Como para cuándo más o menos puedo pagar ya?
Repite.
¿Para cuándo?
So when approximately can I pay it?
Well, just don't pay
Right.
today. If you said you could pay it right away, you could, anytime after tomorrow. Or after today. Yeah, just don't pay it today. Because
Puedes
the computer is
pagarlo
not updated.
Si lo quieres pagar rápido, se paga después de hoy. Lo puedes pagar mañana o el día después.
Oh, ok, está bien.
Okay.
Está bien, muchas gracias.
Okay, that's fine. Okay,
Okay.
thank you very much.
You're all set.
Okay.
Ok,
Okay, está todo listo, se puede ir.
gracias.
Oh,
Okay.
one question.
Gracias.
One question. Sir. Do you have
Una
your case
pregunta.
number when you pay? So it's easier if you know your case number. Your ticket number.
¿Cuándo paga? Es más fácil si usted tiene su número de caso en la etiqueta.
Perdón, ¿cómo?
Es más, pardon me, es más fácil para pagar si tienes el número del caso en la etiqueta.
¿Cuál es?
Dile que si crees que sí lo tienes.
Creo que sí lo tengo. Es este.
Yes, I have it.
Okay, then you're all set.
Entonces está listo, puede ir.
Mire que hay uno, no sé si lo alcanza a ver.
Can you see it? Is this right?
Yeah, well, let's see. I'm going to take a look at it.
A ver, subilo un poquito, raise it a little.
Yes, that's it. That's yes, that's it.
Sí. Ok,
Okay,
hola. Ok,
okay. Adiós. Okay,
ok,
bye.
muchas gracias. Bueno, tenga
Very
buen día.
much. Okay,
Thank
have a
you.
good day. Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
It's good seeing you.
All
Madam
right.
Attorney.
Bye-bye.
All right, Attorney Werbling, what do we have?
Judge, we can proceed on Mr. McQueen. That was set for trial, but we have a resolution.
Mr. McQueen, what time was he scheduled for?
Probably 9 o'clock.
You're right, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 2 counts. DeMarco McQueen, unmute your microphone. Is he out here? Yes. Mr. DeMarco McQueen, state your full name, please. Unmute your microphone.
DeMarco McQueen.
Yes, sir. Mr. McQueen, you have ticket number SP 125821131. The People versus DeMarco, DEMARCO McQueen, MCQUEN, like that, MCQUEEN. Mr. McQueen, on that case number, you're charged with 1 count of no operator's license. That is a misdemeanor. You also have a second count of, I'm sorry, strike that, a second ticket. 173426401. Driver's license suspended. That ticket is from 2017. All right. Is there an offer made to Mr. McQueen, counsel?
There is, Judge. So on the Officer Presley matter, who is here, that would be amended to failure to display, and then the second matter with Officer Jackson would be dismissed.
Very well.
I was trying to get Officer Presley to come out the breakout room, but he's not responding. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well. All right. Well, the offer is on the record. Counsel, you've spoken with your client. Does he want to avail himself of that offer?
He does, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. McQueen, raise your right hand. State your full name.
DeMarco McQueen.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Mr. McQueen. Mr. McQueen, you understand you have a constitutional right to go to trial. If you went to trial, the prosecution will have to put on evidence. That evidence, you'd have the opportunity to cross-examine it, challenge it. You have the right to present evidence on your own behalf. And in the end, the evidence must rise to a level of proof beyond a reasonable doubt before a judge or a jury could find you guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
If you plead guilty today, you give up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty, Mr. McQueen?
Yes.
Madam Clerk, date?
One and two, 1 and 3.
Yep.
That is October the 1st, 2021.
Very well.
West I-91 Chalmers.
All right. On that date, Mr. McQueen, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Yes.
The court will find you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of fail. Was this being reduced to fail to play the display, Attorney Workland?
Yes, it was, Your Honor.
Okay. So this matter will be reduced to fail to display. That's a type of ticket that will suggest that you actually had a driver's license. You just didn't have it on you to show it to the officer. Doesn't mean that that's the reality. It's a legal fiction, but it gives you a lesser charge. So fail to display, sir, your fine is $225. The other charge would have been $225 as well, but that one is dismissed. So you have the one ticket of $225. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time, sir? I can give you time if you need it.
Yeah, just a little time.
Now tell me what you need, sir. I don't know what a little time means to you. So tell me what you need. Don't worry about if you think I will do it or not. Just tell me what you need.
Like a week or two.
Sir, I can do better than that. I'm just saying. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, sir. If you could think you could do it in a week or two, I'm gonna give you 30 days anyway. And that doesn't mean wait for 30 days. That means just pay it however you want to pay it. Just have it all done within the 30 days. If you divided it by 4 and paid it in different increments every week, you can do that. I just want to know on 30 days from today's date, which would be July the 21st. That the entire $225 is paid. If you need 60 days, I'll give that to you.
No, I'll just a week or two.
You want to get it over with? Okay, all right. All right, Thursday, July 21st, sir, 30 days, $225. The other ticket is dismissed.
Okay.
Oh, I apologize, Mr. McQueen. You do know how and where to pay, correct?
Yeah, down at the 36th district, whatever.
That's one way to pay. If you were listening when I was talking to the gentleman before you, sir, you could pay at a kiosk. They're called DivDat. They are located all over the city. They're in the Meyer stores. They're in the Northwest Activity Centers, one outside 36th District Court. They're in many stores. They kind of look like ATM machines, but it's where people pay their utility bills.
Yeah.
You can pay at any one of those. You can also, like I said, you could come in, or you could do it online at 36districtcourt.org.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Sure.
Sign off, Mr. McQueen.
Judge, I'm gonna probably speak with Ms. Rogers on the remaining.
Very well.
Thanks, Judge. I think I have about five left,
Okay.
if not more. So, thank you, Judge.
You're in communication with Ms. Rogers?
Yeah, Judge, I've been texting her.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Uh,
I'm just gonna mute myself then.
Okay, no problem, Judge. And then, Crystal, is there any way I could speak with Miss May back in a breakout room?
Yes, Ms. May, if you tap your screen, you'll see like 3 little dots on there, and it should take you back to the breakout room you were in, which is room 10.
Thank you, Crystal.
She's back in there, baby.
Judge, we were ready with Miss May because I know we have a resolution with her. And then we'll have Mohammed second.
Judge Wagner School. Mhm. She's the girl. You're the only one that's in the breakout room, but she's still in the breakout room, so we have a convocation. She's here. Yeah, I put you in the breakout room with her and the attorney. One. Okay. Attorney Werberly,
Yes,
Officer Martinez wanted to speak to you
okay.
about Maldonado. So I'm gonna put him in room number 9, and that's where
Okay.
she's at.
I'll be back, and then I appreciate you. If you just let me know when we're ready for Haley May, because I know she's like at school. She's got to take a test.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you so much.
okay, all right.
Thank you.
So, Madam Clerk, you won't be going on the record this afternoon. It's sign and fly again.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
So it looks like we're ready on Miss. Oh, where'd she go? She was there. Okay.
Ms. May, I think Maldonado, she might have hit end.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
leave right now.
No problem.
I'm sure she'll be back.
Yes.
And then, we can do Miss May while we're
Great.
waiting on.
Perfect. Thank you.
I'm back. What do we have?
We're ready on Haley May, Your Honor.
On what?
Haley May.
Haley May, yes.
Yes, she's on the
I
docket.
do see it. I do see it. All right. I need my glasses for this one. Miss Haley May, unmute your microphone, state your full name.
Haley Armani May.
All right, Miss May. You have ticket number SP 142-64711. The People versus Haley, Hailee. Last name is May, May. You're scheduled for a trial today, ma'am. You have one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. Counsel, how are we going to proceed on this?
Judge Ben Wordling, P64889, on behalf of Miss May. She wishes to waive. We're set for trial today, Judge.
Yes.
She wants to waive her rights and accept the offer. It would be pursuant to a delayed sentence. I believe that there was no problem with dismissal upon payment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do that. Miss May, Haley. May.
Yes.
I apologize, ma'am. I'm having one of those days.
It's okay.
Having one, but we're going to get through this. So you will. I'll have the rest of the day to deal with me. So, Miss May, raise your right hand and state your full name, please.
Haley Armani May.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth, ma'am?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Miss May, you're charged with one count of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. The prosecution have indicated that they would make you an offer. The offer would be that if you pled today, they would give you a 3-month delayed sentence. That simply means that I take a plea today, you'd have to pay a fine. But in 3 months, if you did not, this would never like officially go into your records. And if 3 months, if you didn't actually pick up any other cases and your fine was paid, this matter would be dismissed and it would not be on your record. But the people have sweetened the offer a little better, ma'am. Instead of making you wait for 3 months, they said, well, if you paid the money right away, they would dismiss it right away. So if not, didn't pay it right away, you're going to have to wait until whenever you do pay it for it to be dismissed. You understand?
Yes.
So you originally said you wanted a trial, ma'am. You pled not guilty. You said you wanted a trial. And today you're deciding that you don't want to go to trial. You want to take the offer?
Yes.
Okay, this is a little unusual, ma'am, because generally people don't give offers on trial day because if they bring the officers in, but they're being generous today, if you will. And they're saying if you paid it today, actually, it would be dismissed today. So how do you want to proceed today, ma'am?
I wouldn't be able to pay it today.
No, I'm not saying that you have to pay it today. They're saying whenever you pay it, it will be dismissed. So you don't, it would be dismissed before the 3 months if in fact you paid before the 3 months. The only thing is that mean if I know when you're going to pay it, I can check the computer and I can say, oh, she paid it and I can dismiss it. If I don't know when you're going to pay it, it's just going to be out there until that next date, 3 months from today's date. And then we'll look at it and say, oh, she's paid it and it's dismissed. So you get a lot of control in this, man. But you do understand that you give up your right to go to trial if you plead today, right?
Yes.
Did swear you. And that is your choice. You're pleading guilty because you are guilty, man?
Yes.
Okay. Let's do this. Madam Clerk, this incident of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate occurred on what date? As far as the police officers writing a citation?
January 24th, 2023.
All right, ma'am, on that date, January 2023, did you own a motor vehicle?
You said, did I own it?
Was it your vehicle? You had control of it?
Yes.
Did you allow somebody to drive it who did not have a license?
Yes.
Did you know they did not have a license?
Yes.
The court will find you guilty of the charge, allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. They will give you a 3-month delayed sentence. 3-month delayed sentence will be September 21st, 2023. On that date, this matter will be dismissed if you have paid your fine of $225. Now, if you can tell me, you know, when you're going to pay it, I will put a note in the computer and we will look out there on that date. And if it's paid, this matter will be dismissed. If it's not, we'll have to come back on. You won't have to come back. I will not look at it until the sentence date. I mean, the 90 days, which will be September 21st. On that day, you will still not have to come back. We will just look at it. You have the right. And if you want to come back and hear me say this matter is dismissed, you can on Zoom. But if you pay it and I look and see it's paid, it'll just be dismissed.
Okay.
Okay. So now you know everything about that. Can you tell me if you think you're going to pay it early? Because then I'll put a note in the system and I'll check it early. If not, I'll check it on the 90 days.
I'll just wait for the 90 days.
Okay. All right. Just make sure you pay it before then, ma'am. Don't wait till 2 days before or a day before, because if the computer don't get updated, then I'm going to be looking for it. She didn't pay it. It's not going to get dismissed.
Okay.
So make sure you pay it enough time that the computers are updated and I see that matter has been dismissed. So,
Okay. Thank you.
all right, Miss May. You're all set. You know how and where to pay?
I'm sorry. I think I heard in the last one you said we can do it online.
You can do it online. Go to the 36th District Court website.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You can sign off, Ms. May.
Okay.
Attorney Worthington, question for you. Maldonado, was that going to be a dismissal?
It's going to be a dismissal per the officer.
Okay, is it possible, Your Honor, can we just call it, because it doesn't look like Ms. Maldonado is going to come back. I think she signed completely off as opposed to doing, you know.
All right, so what do we want, what am I doing with Maldonado?
It's gonna be a dismissal.
Total both matters?
Yes.
All right. All right, this is ticket number SP 14254531. The People versus Heidi, Heidy, Maldonado, Maldonado. She was charged with a misdemeanor for no insurance, scheduled for trial today. She also has SP 14254571. There's a schedule for a formal hearing today for improper equipment. The assistant corporation counsel for the city of Detroit has indicated this matter would be dismissed. Both matters would be dismissed. They are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Next.
Judge, we had, and thanks to the officer, we had Mohammed. Mohammed, how do you pronounce your last name? I apologize, sir.
Martinez, go.
I'm sorry.
I was telling Officer Martinez he was free to go.
I do apologize. Thank you so much. You guys have a good one.
You as well. All right.
For Mohammed, Judge, Ms. Rogers and I did have a discussion. She was okay with adjourning so he could take the better driver's course.
Okay, we'll do that. Mr. Manin, well, I'm going to have you pronounce your name, sir. You smile because this is you go through every day, right? Like
absolutely.
Nobody could get my name right. You know, I'm not walking around like my name is Joe Smith. So
right.
Okay. All right. Well, that just makes you unique, sir. All right. Pronounce your last name for me, sir.
Mnamne.
All right, I still don't think I'll get that right, but Namni.
It's hard, yeah, it's
Okay.
hard to get down on the first try.
Okay. This is ticket number SP 14234343. People versus Muhammad, Mohamad, Nemni, Mneimneh. I pronounced that with apologies. You're charged with one count of operating a license, operating a motor vehicle without a license. You also have SP 14234341. You're scheduled for a trial today for a civil infraction for improper passing. The first charge that I read, I told you what you're charged with. I did not say it was scheduled for trial today. And let me check the next page. There is a third charge on that page. And there is SP 14234342. And there's a formal hearing for not wearing a seatbelt. Okay, those are the three charges, Madam. Strike that. Sir, Mr. Ben Werbling, Attorney Ben Werbling, is there an offer made on this?
Judge, there was an offer to plead as charged to the improper passing and to dismiss the remaining. However, there were subsequent discussions about taking the driver's course to,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Sir, the people have made an offer that if we adjourn this, you took a driver improvement course, your offer would be significantly better. So I don't know how you want to proceed. You can choose to just resolve it right now and get it over with, or you can say, I will take the whatever I think it's going to take, 30 days or whatever, take the driver improvement course. The course won't take that long. It'll be online, so you don't even have to go anyplace. It'll be online, and you'll get a course certificate that you could print out after that and show us that you successfully completed the driver improvement course. So you tell us how you want to proceed today, sir.
I would like to take the course.
All right. So 30 days will be good for you, sir, to come back?
Absolutely.
Okay. Madam Clerk, that is the date we want to use. Is that correct? July 21st?
Sure, that'll work.
Okay, July 21st, sir, at 9 a.m. You come back, show us your certificate of compliance or completion, and we can get to you right away because the prosecutor won't have to be making an offer or anything like that because she's already made the offer if he takes the case, right? Then Attorney Werbling.
We don't have the new offer yet. We're just hoping that
that would be done right away because we'll put a note in the file that you're taking the course, and so when the assistant corporation counsel looks at it, she'll know that what she's offered, and that should go very, very quickly, sir. But we'll have you back on July 21st at 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. I see you got a stethoscope around your neck. I'm just going to ask this, not because I'm trying to offer you any type of privileges, but I just want to make sure that if you see patients that we're not interfering with somebody's health.
Yeah, I'm on break right now, so I took a break, but yes, I do.
Okay. All right. So
I'm an EMT and a doctor in the making.
Okay. All right. Well, good for you. How about we get you in at 8:30?
8:30?
Yes.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. We'll see you at 8:30 on July 21st.
Thank you, Your
thank you,
Honor.
Judge.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Nice
Attorney.
meeting you, Doctor. Thanks, sir. Judge, I think we were ready on Terrence Moore. There's some discussions with Ms. Rogers and I. There's some documents that she wanted to see.
Okay.
So if the court was inclined, that would be a new date just because of it had to do with ownership of the vehicle.
Well, let's see.
Or if you want to wait.
Officer Cherry was here today. Is that correct?
He is here, yeah.
He is here. Okay.
Yeah. And then.
All right. Do we let him go? I don't see him out here now. So.
He's not, but I mean, are we setting it for another trial date, or are we just going to set it for?
No, that's what I wanted to make sure. If this is just going to be for an offer, I'm not going to set for a trial date.
Yeah, it was gonna, maybe it would be another, so Judge, would you be inclined to a pre-trial just so he could present the documents?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm.
All right, and then Judge, could I have an opportunity to speak with Maxwell, who's in one, who has the same officer?
I'm sorry, what
We have
about,
Andre Maxwell, who's in room one. He has Officer Cherry as well.
okay, well, Officer Cherry can do we can bifurcate him. He can do the other case today unless there is something similar where Maxwell is going to be looking for some type of offer. Did Ms. Rogers gives an offer today? She did, right?
She did. So we're kind of at an impasse, yeah, on that one because
Well, what did Ms. Rogers offer? She offered well, it looks like this the type of case that she would be said she would consider something after a driver improvement case because one of his charges was driving in an unsafe manner. I don't know if she's offering anything. If that's the case, that would be tied to a driver improvement case, then it would make sense to just bring them both back on the same day.
that was what my thinking was, Judge. So I'll go talk to him. If that's okay. Thanks, Judge.
That's okay. I don't know.
Did
Did Ms. Rogers say she would offer something if he did the driver improvement course? I know
she sent me a text, but let me just confirm that, Your Honor.
Okay, because if she will, then we'll just bring them both back at the same time.
What date did we give the gentleman that just left, the doctor?
Just July 21st, 30 days from today's date.
Was that a pre-trial?
I told him to come in at 8:30. Yes, it's a pre-trial.
I just sent her a text, Your Honor.
Madam Clerk,
Yes.
I'm going to call you on the phone.
Okay.
They're just pulling Mr. Maxwell's record, Your Honor, again.
Very well.
Yeah, thanks, Judge.
Hey Ben, it's Sydney. I don't know if you saw my text, but I can do the blockading.
Thank you. Sorry, but I mistyped that HA by accident.
Oh, no
And I didn't want
problem.
you to think I was laughing because I wasn't. I was trying to say has insurance.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. And then were you okay with Mr. Moore, just so he could get the documents from his brother and just setting it for a pretrial?
Oh, that's no problem. Yep, that
Okay.
sounds good.
All right, thanks, Sydney.
Okay, all right. And Judge, good morning. I don't think I said hi yet.
He's talking, but it's not.
Oh, he might be talking. So. All right, Ben, let me know if you need anything else.
I think that's it. Thank you, Sydney.
All right, Attorney Wirbling, what do we have next?
We have Mr. Moore's been here for a while, as we discussed, and then Maxwell was going to be a resolution.
Okay, well, what do we have with Mr. Moore?
It was going to be a reset for a pretrial, just so that we could obtain some documents.
Very well. All right, Mr. Moore.
Yes, how you doing?
All right. You understand that there's no promises made right now, but generally what happens is the prosecutor offers you a better deal if you take a driver improvement course. Did you inquire with Ms. Rogers on that, Mr. Wirbling?
Well, Judge, there's actually going to be documentation that has to do with the vehicle.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's fine. All right, Mr. Moore, we're going to give you an opportunity to bring in your paperwork, see if you can get a better offer. It's going to be 30 days from today's date. It's going to be July 21st at 8:30 a.m. for a pretrial. Okay, is that okay with you, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, let me check one thing. One second. All right, Attorney Wirbling, we can do that. We can give Mr. Terrence Moore a new date of August, like that, of July 21st at 8:30 a.m.
Can you repeat that date again? I didn't hear you.
July 21st, 2/1, July 21st, 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we'll see you back on that date.
Okay.
And that's,
Thank you, Your Honor.
well, let me do this, Mr. Moore, just for the court reporter. This is case number SP 142355171 and 5173, Mr. Terrence Moore, who's returning on July 21st at 8:30 a.m. All right, for a pretrial.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You can sign off, sir.
Okay.
So is Andrew Maxwell the last one we have, sir?
I believe so, Judge.
Okay, what are we doing on that one?
Judge, it's going to be a plea. Everything's being dismissed, but he's pleading to an amended count of impeding traffic.
Very well. Okay, Maxwell is, let's see where is he on my docket sheet? Okay, where's my, lost a page. There's my page one. Yes. Here it is. All right, Mr. Maxwell, state your full name, please.
Andre Maxwell.
Okay, Mr. Maxwell, we have, or you have, ticket number SP 142357722. The People versus Mr. Andre, Andre Maxwell, Maxwell Jr. Mr. Maxwell, you're scheduled today for a trial. We will charge a misdemeanor charge of no insurance. You also have SP 142357721 scheduled for formal hearing today for improper plates. And let's see, B would be SP 142357723, formal hearing for driving in an unsafe manner. So that's your 3 charges. They were all scheduled for trial or formal today. Attorney Werbling.
So Judge, that's my understanding. Officer Cherry was present. The people were prepared to proceed. However, Mr. Maxwell wants to waive his rights. He's happy with the offer. The no insurance would be dismissed. He had valid documentation. The improper equipment was going to be dismissed. And then count 3 would be amended to blockading based upon his record.
Very well. All right, Mr. Maxwell, I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Andre Maxwell.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand. Mr. Maxwell, counsel has indicated that he's had discussion with you, and he told you that the people had made an offer that if you pled to the driving in an unsafe manner, which is a charge that I believe carries, let's see, the unsafe manner. I know it is at least three counts, but the people are making, not counts, but 3 points. But the people are making an offer that they would amend and reduce that charge to, impeding traffic. Is that what it was, counsel?
That's correct, Judge.
Impeding traffic, which is actually a non-moving violation, and there's 0 points that go with that charge. The other 2 matters would also be dismissed. You want to take advantage of that, Mr. Maxwell?
Yes, Your Honor.
I've already sworn you in. You understand that you have a constitutional right to go to any criminal case, felony or misdemeanor. You would have the right to challenge that testimony, provide witnesses and evidence on your own behalf. But in this case, the people are indicating they're going to dismiss that charge. So if you were just going with the civil infraction, you don't have a constitutional right, but you have a right to have a formal hearing. A formal hearing looks and is conducted just like a trial. The difference is it's not a criminal matter, so you can't be found guilty. You can only be found responsible. And that the standard of proof is a little different. For a criminal case, the standard of proof is proof beyond a reasonable doubt. And the level of the evidence would have to rise to that level before a judge or a jury could find you guilty. For a civil infraction, the standard is preponderance of the evidence. So that some people describe that as, if you're looking at on a linear scale, in the middle is halfway to getting there, and just a little past that would be preponderance of the evidence. But you can't be found guilty. You can only be found responsible. And the fines tend to be a little bit smaller as well. So, and you want to take advantage of that. So you already indicated you did. Are you pleading responsible because you are responsible, Mr. Chair? Mr. Maxwell, rather?
Yes.
On the date, Madam Clerk?
January 22nd, 2023.
On that date, sir, were you driving a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you stopped by the police?
Yes.
The officer said you were driving in an unsafe manner. Could you tell me what that would have been that would cause the officer to say you were driving in an unsafe manner?
Probably going a couple miles over the speed limit.
I don't know about if a couple of miles would be an unsafe manner, sir. But there might be some conditions that might warrant that. Like if you're driving in a school zone, or if you're driving, let me give you some examples, which might be unsafe manner. Going through traffic control signals, or barely stopping for them, or weaving in and out of traffic, not turning on your turn signals. All of those things might be something that would be unsafe because one, you're not giving other people warnings when you pull out and don't use signals and things of that nature. So what is it that the officer said you did that he wrote you a ticket for? Madam Clerk, let's do it this way. Madam Clerk? Madam Clerk? Madam Clerk, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm back now. Yes. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I didn't know you could begin.
Yeah, I didn't know you were left. So, Mr. Cherry's ticket ending in 572.
Mr. Maxwell?
Maxwell. I don't know. You know, my eyes keep going down, and the officer's name is highlighted on here, Mr. Maxwell. He's charged with driving in an unsafe manner. Do you have the actual ticket or something that gives some notes as to what the officer's thoughts were? Why they wrote
Said observe the vehicle traveling on outer drive at high speed, no insurance and tinted windows. That's all it has on here.
All right,
as far as notes.
outer drive. Mr. Maxwell, is that where the officer gave you a ticket?
Yes.
All right. He says you were driving at a high rate of speed. Where were you on outer drive when you were driving, sir?
Near outer drive in Chalmers. I was closer. I was going towards outer drive in Harper.
Okay. So what's it right there? A hospital?
No.
Okay. All right. The officer said high rate of speed. Were you driving at a high rate of speed? You were well over the speed limit, sir?
I probably was going like 5 miles over.
Well, you know what? We'll just keep this for trial then, sir, because you're not saying anything that I can justify giving you a plea for, because that's I don't think an officer is going to write you a ticket for going 5 miles or over, but say you're driving in an unsafe manner. Now, if that was accompanied with other things, weaving in, not using your turn signals or anything like that, that might be. But just going 5 miles over the speed limit on outer drive, I don't think anybody was going to say that in and of itself is driving in an unsafe manner. Not 5 miles over. So
okay.
So
I need to call the officer.
It looks like we do.
All right.
Well, when you want to talk to your client?
Yes, Judge. I mean, right. Okay. I'll be back, Judge. I don't know if you want me to just go back into breakout room 1, Your Honor.
Yeah, I mean, I just want, you know.
I know you don't allow us to, for a civil ticket, you don't allow us to just stipulate to the face of the ticket for civil matters. Okay.
No, no, we can do that if there's some reason to do so, but the person is live and they're speaking and he's not saying that he did anything wrong. So I don't know. I know one of the things that you could do for me here is if Cindy changed it to one of the other charges, you know, but why don't you talk to him, counsel?
Okay. Can he rejoin number 1, Your Honor?
Let's see. Let me take a look. Is his name still out there for number 1? Yes.
Yes. Just type on there, Mr. Maxwell. You'll see like 3 little dots or 4 dots on your phone or screen. And if you tap on it, say breakout room, and you should be able to go back into room number 1.
Okay.
Okay. I have the officer get ready to come back on, Judge, and I will text Sydney.
Okay.
Can y'all tell me what date y'all gave Terrence Moore?
(7/21) at 8:30.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was. We had 2 people that are coming back doing a driver improvement course. He was one of them.
All right, so I text Sydney and the officer should be back on momentarily. I have to step away again, but I'll be right back.
Mr. Worthing?
So Judge, he's prepared to say that he was exceeding the speed limit. He just doesn't know how fast it was. I mean, numerically, but he is prepared to say he was exceeding it.
Yeah, well, as long as he does that and he says that he's not questioning that he was driving in an unsafe manner.
Okay, I'll be right back. Thanks, Judge.
Okay. Are we waiting for
I believe he
Mr.
was ready, Judge. Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Maxwell, we're back, and you had an opportunity to speak with counsel in the breakout room. My understanding is you admit that you were driving fast. You just don't know how fast you were driving, but you would admit or stipulate or not contest that you were driving in an unsafe manner. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so I already swore you, sir. We put the date on the record already. Madam Court Reporter, what date was it this incident occurred? Madam Clerk gave it to us.
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't write that date down.
Okay.
It was January 22nd.
Okay. January.
I got the ticket right here.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's good. Actually, probably, were there any notes on it from the officer?
No.
Okay. All right, sir. On that date and time, you indicated you were operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit, on more specifically on Outer Drive on the east side. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you were stopped by an Officer Cherry who wrote you a ticket, indicated that you were driving in an unsafe manner. Is it my understanding, sir, that you are stipulating that you were driving over the speed limit? You just don't know how fast, but you will not challenge that you were driving in an unsafe manner. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
There you go. All right, sir. The court will find you responsible for driving because that wasn't being reduced. Is that correct, Attorney Workman?
It'll be reduced to the blockading, yes, Judge.
Being reduced to blockading, sir. The court will find you responsible for blockading traffic. That is a civil infraction. Your fine for that, sir, is $175. It does not come with points, so you get a break there. So the other two matters are dismissed.
Okay.
So do you know how to pay the $175, sir?
I believe I can pay it online.
You can pay it online, but it must be paid within 14 days. Anytime after that, the system may just default you. So.
Okay.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir. You can sign off. Stay safe. The other two matters are dismissed.
All right, thank
Thank you, Your Honor.
I have to get Sid.
So
Madam Clerk,
y'all took the off?
yeah, he took the offer. So
Okay.
call off Charity if you can reach him.
Okay.
And Madam Clerk, just so you know that that was a reduction in charge to blockading traffic. That was the
Hold on one second, Joe. Officer Cherry, never mind. He took. All right, thank you. All right.
Yeah, that was ticket number SP 1423573. That was the driving in an unsafe manner. That charge was reduced to blockading.
So the original plea, he took it.
The original tree, I don't remember if it was blockading or not. Yes, it was. So he took that.
Okay.
The other two matters are dismissed.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Well, then I believe that is everything.
Well, yes,
All right.
Madam Court.